Hi, I'm Chris. I'm the car guy here at Worldwide Stereo. The major complaint with the Ford Bronco was the fact that the bass response was thin, the sound quality really wasn't dynamic at all. There was a lack of high frequency response, the treble was very muted sounding, and overall just a little lackluster. What I really liked about this Bronco in particular, we've done quite a few, but this one stands out from the crowd. We implemented a little bit different of an amplifier configuration than we have in the past. We threw extra power at the 6.5-inch speakers down in the kick panels, which helped improve mid-range response, particularly the lower part of that mid-range for a more lifelike, punchier sound. With this build, we put in Coaxial speakers all around, so top dash, kick panel, and then the rear mounts that hang all the way in the rear of the vehicle. A subwoofer from AudioControl went into a box built specifically for the Bronco that's attached to the rear swing gate. And we utilized two amplifiers, one from JL Audio and a more compact one from AudioControl. And their tasks were to power the speakers as well as the subwoofer we installed. Power-wise, between the speaker outputs on both the AudioControl amplifier and the JL Audio amplifier, we're probably looking somewhere around the 400 watt range, which is a fair amount considering that those speakers really don't need gobs of juice to perform well. The subwoofer received 500 watts on its own. Subwoofers generally need gobs of power. They're not super efficient, so they need a fair amount of juice thrown at them to keep them under control and keep them sounding nice. The brands we selected, Coaxial for the speakers, JL Audio for the amplifier, and one of the amplifiers, and AudioControl for the additional amplifier as well as the subwoofer. Those pieces were selected not only for their performance, but also for their fitment. They're designed to take up little to no space whatsoever. The largest impact on real estate was the subwoofer box, but that thing only ends up taking up somewhere around the 4-inch mark when the swing gate is closed in that hatch area. The biggest challenge with this job, as well as the other Broncos we've done, is space is at a premium. And when you have a full-size Bronco, you're buying that because it's a larger chassis versus the sport model, which is a bit more truncated. The space in this is not conducive to aftermarket amplifiers, so you have to get creative. Since we were installing a subwoofer on the rear swing gate, we were able to remove the factory subwoofer from the hatch wall on the passenger side and then hide the two amplifiers behind that wall for discrete placement. Since you can put a Bronco into convertible mode by removing the top or maybe just punching out pieces of the roof, that does make an impact on the overall sound quality. However, with proper power behind it and the right speakers in place, it won't affect it as much as you would think. A lot of that sound does remain contained in the vehicle. You get to enjoy it regardless of whether it's convertible mode or the roof is fully on. Well, I appreciate your time today. Thanks for watching. If you have any questions about upgrading the audio in your vehicle, it doesn't have to be a Ford Bronco, we would love to help you.